Hey everyone, this is Louis7, and in today's video I want to go over a little bit of news for the Lord of the Rings Online. This one will be quite a bit shorter than usual since I will be talking about the small patch of update 23.3.3 and just some other general LOTRO related news. In the future, if you all are interested in these shorter style news updates about smaller patch or just whatever LOTRO related, please do let me know. So let's go ahead and get into this one with U23.3.3, which is fun to say. So this update will release on Monday and no downtime info is given yet, but likely 8 AM to 12 PM Eastern is the usual time. And some other related news is there is another day of maintenance on Wednesday with no update or a patch associated with it. So on Wednesday, March 6th, there will be 22 hours of downtime from 2 AM to 12 AM the next day, Thursday. And SSG has stated that they hope to get the servers done early, and the downtime is actually going to be due to significant data center work being done. So while the long downtime isn't great, it is interesting that they have to do something that long. I'm kind of curious if it relates to the 64-bit client or just some other server work that may improve lag. I know I've talked to people that have been experiencing more server-side lag and LOTRO related, so maybe it could fix that. But yeah, no LOTRO on Wednesday, March 6th, basically. Moving on to the notes for U23.3.3, it is a fairly minor patch with some item updates and quest and adventure area changes. I will get to the bigger news of Essence nerfs and Moria gear buffs later and what they mean for the game, but I did just want to go ahead and let you all know those do exist and they are the big things in this update. But we'll go ahead and cover the quest and adventures area section first. In this section we have some Lorien bug fixes, which is nice to see in preparation for the legendary servers getting to that area. And then we also just see some Anvil of Winter fixes for that raid. In the known issues section, some 11th anniversary fireworks aren't producing fireworks, which is not good, but they did say they will be fixing this in the future. So moving up to items, medium might gear selection boxes are being removed from the game since they were made for Bjornings, and Bjornings can now use heavy armor. On top of that, they were quite strong, so this will prevent other classes from just being able to get better quest rewards from these. I'm thinking in particularly on Wardens and even some other heavy armor classes that use might. They were pretty useful and better than other quest rewards often. But on that note, there is a known issue that they removed level 5 and 10 selection boxes. And Bjornings can't actually use heavy armor until level 15, so it looks like they intend to add the boxes back for level 5 and 10. The next thing here is that Lorien item sets have a maximum level of 70 now, so basically you can't utilize the set bonuses above the set's intended level range. Overall, this won't impact the legendary server experience much. Once you get to level 16, you can just use those sets anyway, but it's something to note that you can't use them after level 70, especially if you're trying to do that. Now we will get to the big news of the update, which I'll start with the Essence nerfs. Level 50 to 105 essences, as it says in the patch notes, have had their benefits adjusted slightly down. So hopefully to me this rebalances them in a way that they are simply less strong and may be a viable alternative now. Essences in general are just a big issue and concern for the legendary servers, as I highlighted in the Mines of Moria announcement video. They are much stronger than any other piece of gear, make most content trivial, so nerfing these in combination with some other changes to Moria gear I think will be really good for the servers, but we'll have to see exactly how much stats have changed on these things. So the next update here is that Moria content related items have been restatted to modern numbers. So update 23, if you are unfamiliar, introduced huge stat inflation for lower levels in LOTRO, with the overall goal to smooth progress. Well, with that they didn't update all the gear pieces to these new numbers. So it looks like all gear involved in the Mines of Moria expansion, including Lorien, will now get this update and overall just be much better, especially since, as I mentioned, regular Moria gear before this patch is much worse than level 50 Essence gear, which was not good. So it's really nice to see some of these changes, and overall I'm just personally glad to see them, and I think they are much needed and should make Mines of Moria on the legendary server much more enjoyable. And this is one of the biggest concerns that again I highlighted in the Moria video, and just to reiterate, it is nice to see SSG address these issues. So at the end here I do want to cover some more general LOTRO related news. The 64-bit client is expected to go into beta on the Bull Roar server this month. People keep asking when I think the next Bull Roar build will be, and I honestly don't really know, but I would expect that to be within the next couple weeks just based on what's going on. But there hasn't been a formal announcement. That's just some of my thoughts I thought I'd share on that. So that will be it for this news video. I hope you all enjoyed this shorter update, even though it has some relatively big changes that made me think it was worth sharing in a video and talking about it. But if you do want to see some more of these minor patch videos like this in the future, please do let me know. I also, at the end here, quickly want to plug that I will be doing a pretty long stream on my Warden in Foreshell later today if you are interested. But as far as this video goes, if you did enjoy, please consider liking and subscribing for more, and thanks for watching, everyone.